Hello and welcome to my Saturday night live stream. I'm your host, Nick Lazandi. Right now, it is just me. Probably waiting on a few other people to see if they're willing to join. Right now, we have got we got a few things to talk about, including the New York primaries, the most recent primary elections, the Old Every Neighborhood Association revival, and some of my own literature. So, let's first start with the New York House primaries. And I'm going to be dreading looking at them again. You just know it. So, this last Tuesday, New York had a few House primaries. So, as Phil DeFranco once said, let's jump right into it. So, don't know why it's a district they were watching. That I don't think that's going to be anywhere near competitive. So, first district, I'll just quickly get out of the way. Loloto won unopposed. His opponent will be John Avalon, defeating Goroff, I think that is. I don't expect this to be that competitive. I think that the Republicans will win this district pretty easily. Garbarino versus Lubin, don't need to go there. Same thing with the third district. That's technically going to be a flip, thanks to the whole thing with Santos, but he's out of Congress now. For this one's going to be competitive. Despacito will be facing Gillen. Meeks will be fighting against King. You all know these ones. Jeffries against Delaney. He's the House Minority Leader. I'll just highlight that quickly. 10th District Primary. This one got about 60. Dan Goldman won, but if you look right here, he got 66% of the vote. For a first-time incumbent, that is shockingly low. So, and the fact that neither of these guys are well-known, I feel, and Yoli No is actively considering to run against Goldman. I think this is going to be one we're going to need to watch out for in 2026. So keep an eye on that. Don't need to go through that. I'll just highlight Nadler because he's also, I think he was a community leader back in the day or something. Next, let's go over to a squad member. I'll highlight this one. Ocasio-Cortez defeated Mari Dolan and will be going up against Forte in the general. AOC is going to be pretty safe for re-election. There was a thought that Dolan could mount a challenge, but again, unlike Goldman, she got 82%, which is a very strong margin. Her strongest primary margin yet. So she's definitely not going to be in any danger. AIPAC tried to take her out and failed. Here's Torres, who notably betrayed the progressive movement just for Israel. Next, this one's really sad. So AIPAC, and this is something that Politico's... So AIPAC bought this race, bought Latimer to run against Bowman, or recruited him or something. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it, and unfortunately, it was successful. And it was by a pretty big margin, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to give you my own opinion on this. You can look at my Twitter account all you want, but I'll just summarize it with 3 points. 1, AIPAC definitely spent a lot of money. That's something the media is admitting. But also, another problem is that Bowman didn't really spend much time and money on ads, so that was a huge problem. And third, the district was completely new to Bowman thanks to New York Democrats cowering in fear about the whole gerrymandering thing. Unlike the Illinois Democrats, who absolutely gerrymandered the hell out of Illinois. I mean, yeah, there was one hiccup on the whole progressive thing, but mostly it was pickups for progressives thanks to the gerrymandering. So, I guess the silver lining is down the ballot. Several DSA-backed candidates actually won their primaries for state house, so maybe they'll be able to draw a map that's more favorable to them, gerrymandering it. This one, Mondier Jones is going against Lawler. There was a thought that Whitmer's, I think, friend or sister, I don't know, was going to primary Jones, and it ended up failing. Now he's going to go against incumbent Lawler. Jones has alienated himself from progressives recently, so that's kind of that's not exactly a good look for him. So maybe it's a better look for him in a suburb. I don't know. This one's going to be competitive between and Esposito. I don't think those are the same one. Let me double check. Yeah, different name. The D kind of gives it away or something. I don't know. Where was I? I'll just highlight Stefanik very quickly. This is not going to be a competitive election, but she has set herself up for leadership so that if Mike Johnson probably goes down, which if Democrats actually do lose the House, then yeah, we'll probably get a change in leadership for the Republicans. So because of that, I think Stefanik might be well positioned to take up leadership. We'll just have to wait and see. I think this one's going to get competitive between Williams and Mannion. I don't know much about this election. Interesting one. Claudia Tenney actually got a primary challenge against Fratto and did even weaker than what was it? Goldman against Fratto. So that's an interesting one. So I'll just look at that again. Senate. This one's uncontested. It will be Kirsten Gillibrand versus Mike Sapre Cone. I don't expect this to be that competitive. And they also had a presidential primary. Not really going to entertain that. Donald Trump just easily won. Same thing here with Joe Biden. Next, Colorado. Looks like Greg Lopez won a special election, so that's interesting, I guess. Let's see. So this one has gotten weirdly competitive in 2022. So this is he's going to go against the established Republicans, so he might lose. So we'll have to wait and see. This one's going to, I expect Boebert will easily win. And if you look at our vote total, yeah, Boebert's easily dominating. So I think Boebert's going to win the 4th district. I don't really have anything to add about these ones. So overall, president, I'll just show you this, even though I don't know if there's really much of a point. Again, Dean Phillips and Marianne Williamson lost to nobody. Isn't that hilarious? Also, before anyone asks about the debate, I'm never gonna watch it. It's gonna be a waste of time. So, Senate GOP primary, this one was competitive. It looks like John Curtis will be the nominee and possibly the next senator. Staggs definitely put up a good fight. And Staggs ended up, he got the Trump endorsement, but didn't win. So I guess Utah will always be never Trump. House. They're all going. This one's going to be decided by a narrow amount. Malloy's in a prime. Damn, this is going to see if the Trump endorsement really helps Malloy, but I think he'll probably win in the end, but we'll have to wait and see. Pretty safe. So I guess congressperson going up to senator is now becoming more common. Spencer Cox, the incumbent, has gone against Will Lyman in a surprisingly competitive one. So that's pretty much because of the whole thing with Trump. But yeah, he's still going. So again, Utah, once never Trump, always never Trump. So yeah. So again, I think this whole thing, I think Bowman's loss, I think we need to take this as a hard lesson for us. We need to be much better at fighting big corporate money. And we need to build our reputation throughout communities first. Which brings me to this is about me mostly. So you probably know this if you follow me on Twitter or you're friends on me with Facebook, but if you already know, here it is. Yep. I am now the official president of the Old Everett Neighborhood Association. So after I lost my election for the Charter Commission quite badly, even I admit, I decided, you know what? I got to do something for my community. And my neighborhood did not have an active organization, so here it is. Yeah. So there's the logo that I designed for it. It wasn't my original design. I think others have come up with a similar one. And we're going to be having monthly meetings every second Wednesday of each month. It's going to depend on where the board agrees to it. So yeah, pretty interesting that I now have a neighborhood association. That I now have a neighborhood association to call my own. So, and I also have a Facebook group with 37 members. There's the logo again, for those who haven't seen it. So, yeah. A bit of a fun thing for me. And I also got an award from Love Lansing. Here I am. So I got an award, Emerging Leader, Love Lansing. I'll read this for you. The Emerging Leader Award is given in recognition to new leaders under 35 years of age who are continuing the great work of those who have come before them and usher in the new generation of civic engagement and volunteerism to Lansing. here's another look at it. Again. And how am I ever going to get that in frame? But yeah, you can try zooming in here if you pause it. But so yeah, I won an award. So that's a pretty interesting thing to know. For citizens engagement, it's from the Department of Neighborhoods, Arts, and Citizens Engagement. People who pass out community grants to neighborhood organizations, which I should have to eventually apply for. So yeah, ever since the incident on Discord, I've actually managed to do okay in life recently. Also, just got a haircut. Thought I should have told you, but I don't know if I've been on camera that long. But yeah, my hair grows pretty fast, so now we're going to look at some of my literature. Here it is. I think I've already read this first chapter. So yeah, I'm running a book now, so that's an interesting one. Now, I know a lot of people may be asking me, what about your top 10 list? It's taking a bit longer than I really should. I know, let me show you. I do have this part of the script ready if you want to read it. Come on, show me the damn thing. Come on. There you are. Let me share that. So I'm not going to fully spoil the list. Next, I will be showing. I'm going to show you guys some pretty bad political ads. And yes, I will be talking over them because fair use. I'll be analyzing them as much as I'm going to go. So again, I will be talking over them because again, fair use.
$5. That's enough to make a difference in this election.
Ad.
If every
Some people see a dumpster fire and do nothing but watch the spectacle.
Man, that is really annoying.
Some people.
So I'll keep this volume down low.
People see a dumpster fire and do nothing nothing but watch the spectacle. Some are too scared to face the danger, or they think it will benefit them if they just let it keep on burning. Others shrug and say, oh, all this talk of a dumpster fire, it's just fake news.
All this talk about dumpster fire is just fake news. So, yeah, I'll just analyze this ad a little.
Some are too scared to face the danger, or they think it will benefit them if
Oh.
they just let it keep on burning. Others shrug and say, oh, all this talk of a dumpster fire, it's just fake news.
What even is up with this ad?
There's an inferno raging in Washington. Here in the land of 10,000 lakes, we know how to put out a fire.
I don't even understand this ad.
Richard Painter, and I approve of this message.
Oh, this one's going to bring back some painful memories.
You needed that job, and you were the best qualified. But they had to give it to a minority because of a racial quota. Did that job, and you were the best qualified. But they...
Oh God! Oh gosh! This ad. So this ad was from a guy named Jesse Helms who opposed racial quotas. It's basically the whole thing with CRT before it, and much like CRT today, it actually worked.
But they had to give it to a minority because of a racial quota. Is that really fair? Harvey Gantt says it is. Gantt supports Ted Kennedy's racial quota law that makes the color of your skin more important than your qualifications. You'll vote on this issue next Tuesday. For racial quotas, Harvey Gantt. Against racial quotas, Jesse Helms.
This has got to be one of the most offensive ads I've ever seen, honestly. Oh, here's one where we're going to have a fun time. Excuse my banshee laugh.
Old Ben Nelson has some turkeys on his
What
land.
is this? That be chipped.
All the Texas assessor that his land was for farming.
E-I-E-I-O.
He got greenbelt status to avoid paying taxes. Signed the papers twice to fool the assessor.
All P. Ricketts gave us a terrible ad.
E-I-E-I-O. He got a tax break here.
Here, got a terrible ad here.
Avoiding taxes on
with
land.
a terrible
Millionaire Ben Nelson thought he had a fool. E-I-E-I-O. The assessor
Oh, God.
of Ben's fake farming.
I don't know if I should sing over this.
E-I-E-I-O.
Man,
Said
this,
no tax breaks for a few fatted turkey.
like, it's just, I don't know why I'm putting this on the list. I mean, this is the most beautiful thing out there. It's like the political ad equivalent of The Room.
E-I-E-I-O. Ben claims surprise at his greenbelt status, but the assessor told Ben it's time to pay your taxes. Millionaire Ben Nelson got caught up
Pete Ricketts, you're a millionaire too, but
avoiding taxes
I mean,
and
yeah,
still won't pay the taxes.
Yeah, this was it's a pretty silly ad. Yeah, it's so bad it's good. Oh man, here's one that's not so bad it's good. This one's just painful to watch.
Mr. Prime Minister, does he understand that his plan to allow a deficit each year would increase our debt? How can he believe that you can kickstart a modern economy by fixing some roads?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Man, this
Why doesn't he answer the
awful.
questions he's asked?
Just look at this. They're just showing photos of his face. This is... I don't even understand this ad. I freaking hate this ad. Oh gosh, this one's gonna take too long for me to watch, so.
Purity, piety,
Innocent enough.
are fiscal conservative leaders, men we admire.
Oh my god, this is going to be terrible.
Wholesome, honorable.
Oh, this is not gonna be a wholesome ad.
leaving but one way to fall. Tom Campbell, fiscal genius.
What the hell
You
is
would remember that as
this?
the governor's chief budget officer, Campbell was the architect of our disastrous a budget about which, while proclaiming your newfound supported solution to California's budget solution.
This ad's way too damn long. Oh boy. Here's the archetype for a bad political ad.
I'm not a witch. I'm nothing you've heard. I'm you. None of
You
us
know
are
this
perfect,
ad, you know, it's
but
been
none of
parodied
us
a
can
lot.
be happy with what we
It's
see
been
all around us.
mocked.
Politicians who think spending, trading favors, and backroom deals are the ways to stay in office.
Stay in office, politicians, stay in office. I'll go to Washington and do what you do. Do, 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 ding, ding. I'm Christine O'Donnell. I'm you.
I'll go to Washington and do what you do.
Do.
I'm Christine O'Donnell, and I approve this message.
I'm you. Oh boy. This ad just ended up not being true, so.
There once was a man-child in a hoodie.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, he is a man-child in a hoodie. Seriously, fuck Fetterman. If you know a thing or two about how Fetterman had a huge... Oh, God, I hate this. Oh, how did I not know this? What? Oh, God. You have a typo in this ad? There's an obvious typo right here. How did I not notice that?
Free while borders overflow. Soon may the Fetterman.
That's prison. Like, I'm not sure if anyone else setting violent prisoners free. Prisoners free. What the hell is that?
Free while borders overflow. Oh, soon may the Fetterman come to.
Oh boy, this is one I've dreaded.
We agree on everything. Let's never separate again, Bob.
Homophobia.
Never again, Bob.
Oh, this ad gets worse with age.
Bob. Will Ike and Bob really live happily ever after?
Oh, God.
Is the White House big enough for both?
This is just painful.
Stay tuned for a musical interlude. General in the White House.
Ugh. That was terrible.
I really want to surprise him on our
That's not the ad, okay?
No idea.
That's not even a political ad. Skip.
Bradley Byrne was a Democrat.
Now he's a Republican.
On the school board, Byrne supported teaching evolution, said evolution best explains the origin of life.
How is that a bad thing? Yes, it does explain the origin of life.
Even recently said the Bible is only partially true.
Yeah, it's only partially true. Look, I hate to make fun of religious textbooks here, but again, lots of, like, the Bible, Torah, Quran, whatever, lots of those parts of them are only partially true.
Candidate Byrne changed his tune.
Legislator Byrne voted to raise property tax and even
Byrne claims he won't
Don't
do it
go there with the whole religion thing, okay? You stoop me to a certain level. Oh, God. This ad.
You know what I want? A Minneapolis mayor that really represents the people.
Cool. I think this is the ad that got Jacob Gray elected as mayor. At least I hope it. I just hope it isn't. Good God. Is Jeff Wagner a mermaid or something?
Over $1 million is going to be spent to become the mayor of
Oh,
Minneapolis.
God.
$100,000 a year job. You're not the ones that are deciding who you vote for. The media and the money is.
Oh, God.
I am cool with making $100,000 a year. I will not take money from the developers. I will not take money from the
Oh,
political
God.
angle. I will not even go to the strip clubs anymore.
Anymore? Did you used to?
Wake the f up.
Was the swearing necessary? I mean, I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to do the whole Paul Wellstone thing, but just failed miserably. Honestly, I just kind of feel bad for the guy. Oh, God. Hope this doesn't get me copyright strike, because this is going to be a Star Wars parody.
Hi, I'm Christopher Knight, and I paid for this ad.
When it comes to education, government bureaucracy is like a cosmic bully. Legislation like No Child
Oh,
Left
God.
Behind is targeting and destroying our ability
This is
to
pretty
best
hilarious.
teach our children.
Look at that shitty special effect.
We need someone to fight for Rockingham County schools
Oh,
against
God.
the tightening grip of unfunded mandates.
I believe in more local control over our...
Grip of unfunded mandates.
Did the lightsaber just change color? Just like George Lucas.
I believe in
lightsabers. Oh,
more local control over our own schools, because I have more
Whoa.
than enough faith in the parents and teachers of Rockingham County. I'm also a fiscal
Oh, God. This is pretty hilarious.
conservative and a supporter of athletics and arts. Let's work together
Oh,
to
God.
prevent a bright and shining future for the children of Rockingham County.
I mean, A for effort, Chris, I guess.
Elect Christopher Knight, a new hope for Rockingham County schools.
Got Chuck Norris approved. Because why not make more pop culture
An
references?
important policy message from Governor Mike Huckabee.
My plan to secure the border? 2 words. Chuck Norris.
Why would you need use an action starter to secure the border, everyone? Good God.
Mike Huckabee's a lifelong hunter who'll protect our Second Amendment rights.
Protect our Second Amendment. Yeah. We get it. He's a conservative.
There's no chin behind Chuck Norris's beard, only another fist.
Mike
What the
Huckabee
hell
wants
is?
to put
Why
the
do you need
IRS out of
to
business.
have?
When Chuck Norris does a push-up, he isn't.
What the hell
lifting
even
himself
is
up.
this?
He's pushing the earth down.
Mike's
This
a
aged just about as
authentic
badly as
conservative.
Walker, Texas Ranger did.
Chuck Norris doesn't endorse. He tells America how it's going to be.
Nope. Obama got elected, and you didn't. You didn't even go past the primaries. So you did win Iowa. Okay, so these ads are very similar, so I'm going to play them like back to back. So they're bad for the same reasons, because they play into just the same, to the negative stereotypes of their own party, sort of pissing off their own voters. Basically, here it's that the Republicans are a bunch of older, middle-aged white wrestling fans.
Too often, this is what it
Like,
seems like.
you can clearly.
But to get things done, you've got to work together. I teamed up with Joe Lieberman to make college more affordable for low-income families. And
Oh, really? Same person who gutted the public option.
Barbara Boxer and I wrote a law protecting open space. I'm even working with Hillary Clinton to limit inappropriate material in children's video games, because it makes more sense to wrestle with America's
Oh,
problems
God.
than with each other. I'm Rick Santorum, and I approve this message.
Basically, what this does is it angers a lot of. Next is the class. That one's another so bad it's good ad. Here's a one that's actually worse.
You work hard on your marketing,
But
Not
does it
this
actually
ad.
work?
No.
With Monday.com, you.
I'm H. Lincoln, and I want to show you what it's like in Washington these days. And your tax dollars.
Again, it portrays the most negative stereotype of Democrats as a bunch of children.
This is why I voted against giving more money to Wall Street.
Oh, God.
Against the auto company bailout, against the public option healthcare plan.
That moment, just basically, you're just asking for people.
Against the cap and trade bill that would have raised energy costs on Arkansans. Some in my party didn't like. I don't answer to my party. I answer to Arkansas.
No. Well, Arkansas did not answer to you. Because you lost. So, I think I've had enough of this. So, yeah. I cannot stomach another ad. These ads were actually terrible. Oh, gosh. Some of them were so bad, they're good. But, again, it's like... Yeah, these ads, and one of them was so bad they had a typo. So I just could not believe that was allowed to air. Like, who came up with that shit? Yeah, I just swore. What do you expect? Oh, this ended up being a short live stream, so... Whatever. I guess see you around, and good night.